Hello everybody, welcome to Vlog Every Day in April, Day 7. Today I'm going to teach you guys about structure. Blackboard is back. Alright, so the structure of everything is a cosine wave. But before we get into all that stuff, I just want you to close your eyes for a second and take a deep breath. Alright, now open your eyes again. Ready? Inhale, exhale. It's in everything. So let's talk about story. So in any good story, you have a protagonist who needs something, goes, searches for it, finds it, takes it, and then returns back changed. Think of literally any movie that you like, any book that you like, any story that you like is probably going to follow this right here. Tarzan is an ape man who needs to know who he is. And when humans enter the jungle that he's living in, he searches for them and finds strangers like him. But oh no, working with the humans will endanger his gorilla family. So he returns to the jungle to save them. This time with Jane and her father. Simba is a lion cub who can't wait to be king. When his father is killed, he leaves and searches for happiness elsewhere, where he finds Timon and Pumbaa and lives a happy life among them. But without him, the pride suffers. So, Nala gets him to return where he can remember who he is, fight Scar, and become king of Pride Rock. Mulan is the daughter of a renowned warrior whose reflection doesn't show who she is inside. So she goes to war in her father's place to prove to herself that she can be just as much of a man as the other soldiers. And she's so super clever that she even makes an avalanche to wipe out a bunch of the Huns. But then they find out that she's a lady, so she has to return and save all of China by getting her friends to cross-dress, and she's able to go home and bring honor to her family. Isn't that cool? It's like everything follows this pattern. And I mean everything, it's not just movies. Good songs will also follow the cosine curve. In sonata allegro form, we start off with our introduction. This lets the listener know what the key is, and what the meter is, and what the tempo is. Next is the exposition. We introduce the main themes, and then we develop those themes in, you guessed it, the development. This section of the piece will usually move into a different key and have a whole bunch of modulations. The modulations will usually move away from the key of the exposition until we get as far away as we can and then start returning all the way back so that we can recap. The recap harkens back to the exposition to let people know that, hey, we're still in the same song, now we're going to finish up. Which brings us to the last part, the coda, which finally ends the piece, back in the original key that we started. But I mean, it's not just fancy sonata allegro form that does this either. Think of like, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear somebody, whoa, and then back to happy birthday to you. This guy right here is everything. It's the way we tell a story with words and without words. And every time you make something, you're either paying homage to this or intentionally breaking this mold. And I just think that that's pretty cool. Hopefully you do too.